At the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly (UNGA), the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov asserted that the economic partnership between India and Russia is not under threat amid the United States tariffs on India for buying the Russian oil. Also responding to the question by the Millennium on the secondary sanctions imposed on India by the United States for importing the Russian oil, the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that the economic partnership between India and Russia is not under threat. Also, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Minister of the Foreign Affairs Sergei Lavrov have made it clear that India chooses its own partners. If the United States has proposals on how to enrich a bilateral trade between the United States and India, they are prepared to discuss the terms for what and that whatever terms the United States might put forth. But when it comes to trade, investment, economic, military, technological and other relationship between India and the third state, it is something that India will discuss only with those states in question. Also on India buying the Russian oil and the Russian relationship, also the Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov also said that we have full respect for the national interest of India, also full respect for the foreign policy, and that the Narendra Modi that is carrying the foreign policy out to promote these national interests. We hold regular contact at the highest level. This is what Sergei Lavrov said. He also underlined the strategic relationship between India and also Russia, and also said that they have utmost respect for the foreign policy of the Indian government to pursue its national interest under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. These situations that might arise between India and the United States or India and any other country, I can't consider them as a criteria for the relationship between India and the Russian Federation. We have a strategic partnership, as we call it, for a long time. Strategic partnership relationship. At a certain point, our Indian friends also proposed supplementing that term, and we now call it a privileged strategic partnership. And a little bit later, our Indian friends proposed another clarification. Now we call it particularly privileged strategic partnership. Also, we have the utmost respect for India's national interest and the foreign policy that Narendra Modi is implementing to promote these interests. We hold regular contact at the highest level. He also recalled the recent meeting of the Prime Minister Modi and the President Putin at the SCO summit in China. He noted the close coordination between the two countries at the international level. Just recently, Prime Minister Modi and President Donald Trump and President Putin met in the Tianjin at the SCO summit in China. And in December, a visit from Mr. Putin is being planned to the New Delhi. We will have a very extensive bilateral agenda about trade, military, technical cooperation, finance, humanitarian matters, healthcare, high-tech, artificial intelligence, and of course close coordination at the international level within the SCO, BRICS and bilateral.